Welcome back. We are talking travel right now and e-commerce. The Census Bureau estimating that third quarter sales in 2018 of $130 billion for U.S. e-retailers. Joining us right now is the CEO of Booking Holdings, which is the parent of such travel websites as Booking.com, Priceline, and Kayak. Glenn Fogel is here. Glenn, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
With all of those sites, you've got a great vantage point in terms of telling us what you're seeing in the travel business right now. How is business?
Business is good. Look, the airplanes are fairly filled. The hotels are filled. People are enjoying traveling. As long as the economies are strong, people want to use that cash. They want to go travel.
What does bookings look like on the horizon? Because we continue to hear these worries about an economic slowdown, and you would see it in your bookings if that were the case.
Well, you know, we gave guidance about a month ago or so, and it was fine. The interesting thing in our view is that we look for the long term, because travel is something that, as long as the world economy is growing in the long term, people are going to want to travel more. So we're happy with it. We know there'll be volatility here and there, but in the long run, we're going to see more travel.
And you're all over the world, including Asia.
Sure.
Tell me about the business in China.
We operate in 220 countries and territories around the world. We have almost 1,000 employees in China. We have a dozen offices in China. We have our own call center in China. But we really are around the world, which benefits us. As one country's not doing so well, it'll be picked up in another place.
So what are you seeing in China right now?
Well, look, we read the press and we see talks of a slowdown, et cetera, but you're still talking about over 6% growth. And you're talking about people, as soon as they have the money to travel, they want to. When you look at some of the statistics, pretty amazing. Less than 10% of the people in China have a passport. That means 90% of the people eventually are going to have enough money. They're going to want to go travel. Right. They'll start doing it.
Which is what gives you this expectation of a real runway in your business, and a runway in terms of travel and economic growth, thanks to China, because of all of those people who have even yet to join the party in terms of travel.
And it's around the world. Yeah. Anywhere you look at any of the areas where you've had development, where people used to be too poor to travel, as that per capita GDP goes up, the first thing people want to do is they want to go see someplace else.
Mm-hmm. And you can do everything today, from book your travel to review your hotel, right on your cell phone. Let's talk about technology and how that has changed your business.
You know, we really believe that we are a technology company.
Yeah.
We're using technology, we're leveraging it so people can find travel as an easier way to get around. When we look at the way it used to be done, it was frustrating. I mean, let's face it, it's still a little frustrating. We're using that technology so to make it easier, and whether it's making sure that you have ground transportation when you get off a plane, or making sure that a hotel reservation, you know, we have Open Table too, is set up right. All these things put together makes it easier for the traveler.
Yeah, and you're attracting an increasingly younger audience with things like Open Table, right? I mean, it spans generations.
It really does. One of the interesting things about that is when you look in the home business, when we say homes, we're talking about the non-hotel accommodations. Instead of staying in a hotel, somebody may want to stay in an apartment or a condo, or we even have yurts and igloos on our site.
Yeah.
And so that tilts the demo a little bit younger, but older people like me with a family, we want to have a kitchen for our kids.
Yeah.
We believe in it too.
Let's talk about that, because you've got Booking.com competing with Airbnb. Airbnb came on the scene and sort of was a big splash. Tell me how the two differ, and where the growth comes from at Booking.com.
Well, Airbnb is a great company, and we compete together. We have 5.7 million listings of different places to stay that are not hotels. We're very proud of that. But more important is the difference between our site and their site. On our site, when you book to get something, it's immediate and automatic. You're not going back and forth with a host, emailing back and forth, and then finding out they don't want to give it to you. That's happened for me, actually, on Airbnb. So I like that instant thing. The other thing is you can look at a hotel and an apartment on the same page. The search results put them together so you can compare and contrast. And the last thing, very important, we don't charge people a traveler's fee at the end. You get to the end of the checkout thing, and then to be slapped on a fee, that's not the way to do it in my mind.
Very good. Yeah. How's business there? Does that tell you anything about the traveling public right now in terms of what your bookings look like on Booking.com?
As we said in our earnings call, our home area is growing faster than our core business, and we're pretty happy about that.
Glenn, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much. Glenn Fogel is the CEO of Booking.